All right, guys, welcome to my brand new podcast. We'll be featuring my favorite YouTubers, Ken's Trash Can, for great high tier Osu content. And we
Hello.
got a bag of potatoes. All you gotta know about is
No.
highest tier shit post of the highest tier.
Please don't come to my channel.
All right, so the plan is if this somehow pops up because of the YouTube algorithm, we all channel rate them and we fuck them. Simple. Simple as that. Simple as that.
Yes. And make sure you like and subscribe, right, Jazdeep?
Yes.
I'm gonna flag your shit.
Yes, of course.
And if
Comment so the algorithm picks up traction. You know, we gotta.
Exactly. And if you want to know how to gain ranks in Osu, go check out Ken's Trash Can. I'll have you know I gained a lot of PP from this man.
I can promise you, these people probably have never heard of Osu.
Yes,
If the algorithm somehow picks this up, there's no way in hell these people know what Osu is. So what are we talking about today, Jazdeep? You just brought me here on a Friday night.
Yeah, man. I was traveling, you know, across the road with my kids and my wife, and then you
Shut the fuck.
you kidnapped me at gunpoint. I don't know why you invited me here.
So after mindlessly strolling around Reddit and the internet, I found a video of someone doing an interview with an author. Her name is Kay, and I've read some of her work, and I'm like, oh shit, I've read two of her work, and there was one that was remaining, and that was good ending. I'm like, all right, let's see what's it all about. So while reading this, I'm like, this sounds like a great podcast idea. You know what? This will make great content. So I just dragged two random friends on Discord. One of them is a bag of potatoes, and one of them's Ken. And this is talking about the shit show and the trash that this manga is that people can't stop reading, just like me and my friends.
All right, so good ending. You know what? Can you give a synopsis of good ending for people who like never decided to like read this thing or even look into it real quick?
So basically, good ending is about a high school kid who has a crush on one of his older classmates in the tennis club. Basically, it starts off as he's very introverted and he doesn't like being forward. So he was happy with himself seeing her in a happy phase and just watching from afar.
Right, so he was just content with a one-sided love, right? Okay.
Pretty much.
But that all changed when
When what?
That all changed when one of his classmates saw him.
A girl named Yuki, right? She essentially, just caused an injury, right? It all starts off an injury. She approaches him and says, "Okay, well, I can technically help you with your one-sided love," and
only if you join the tennis club.
and the story starts from there, basically.
So far seems alright.
Right, it's a typical right, but right. So of course, well, we didn't say that this is actually a harem manga, basically. So there's a plethora of girls that you can choose from that you can root for. Yeah, and so let's start talking about some of them. So we have the original the starter, the senpai.
We have
Shu Ikitani.
Yep.
She's blonde, and she is an interesting character.
Who the fuck are you talking about?
She's the tennis club captain. She's the one that the main character male is in love with.
And FYI,
FYI,
very strong at tennis, the best, one of the best.
Yes,
what can we say?
yes. Show. We have Yuki, the girl that approaches our main character. We have another girl that will show up eventually later on in the story, and I think that's about it, right?
And our main is Seiji, or
Seiji,
who is just trying to do what he thinks is right, but
yeah.
All right.
He's a nice guy.
He's a nice guy, but he's just retarded, just like all.
All right, let's start with a simple question. Best girl right now, from all of you. Both of you right now. Best girls right now.
Probably Shu.
Show? Okay. Show? Jazdeep?
Show? Honestly, Show is not a bad option. She was truthful through the end.
Guys, we can't all have a discussion if we all just chose Show as our fucking best girl. What the fuck, guys? This is not how you do it. Explain to me why she's the best girl to you. Go on.
Well, that was not gonna be my option, but
that wasn't gonna be your option. Okay, what's your option? Go on.
My option is actually a side character that I'm rooting for, but she's not that prevalent in the show.
So she's like one of those, you know.
She's one of those side characters that doesn't get much story time, but I feel like she was like one of the most realist characters and one of the most funny. So
wait,
I think I know who you're talking.
Yeah, wait, who?
My option is Mei Yuso. So one of the girls he meets later on in the story through photography.
Was it wait? Was the sister or was it the really weird one?
It was a really weird 19-year-old.
It's the blonde one.
The weird one. Yes, the weird one. The weird one.
Yeah,
okay.
The one who took her in.
Yeah, I mean she's also good. She was.
I can respect it, but yeah. I mean, best girl show because yeah. Oh, it's personal preference, really. Okay, okay, Jazzy might. Okay, Jazzy would know exactly why I would choose show.
I know exactly the reason why you choose show.
Yeah, exactly.
I know exactly the reason.
It's a very personal reason. That's about it. That's about it.
But I feel like the reason why people don't like Yuki so much was that because
she's a very annoying character, I'd say.
I wouldn't say she's annoying. It's that she kept doing stuff that she thought was in the best interest, but was just doing self-harm to both of them.
Right. No, right. Okay, I can see why. Well, okay. Well, okay. See, here's the problem with Yuki, right? She's clearly been through like some traumatic shit, right? So she can't clearly love like I don't want to say normal people because you know they're clearly normal people.
She just can't have a traditional relationship.
Yeah, they can't have a relationship as if the people who are clearly like, you know, innocent, they're clean, they're unaffected by anything, you know, stuff like that. Whereas she's clearly been like affected by shit, and she can't, you know, give back those feelings that our MC wants to, you know, have with her.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, I want to just add in. Shu was not my first, or she was not my first favorite character.
Oh, okay. Who? Wait.
It was. So I'm trying to find. I cannot read Japanese very well, so bear with me. Any Japanese people listening to this? Sorry.
Is it the coworker?
Oh yeah, the crazy one.
The crazy one. That's.
She's not crazy, but she's very. It is a very one-sided love.
The key word is passionate. There, I'll give you the word right there. Yeah. It's passionate. The word's passionate. She's super passionate. Yeah. Albeit, I'm not gonna lie, she's my most hated character.
I mean, she was my favorite because she's thick. She's thick. She is thick.
To be honest.
But then, after reading on, I did start to feel she was a bit annoying.
Because her love was very shallow. She didn't love him for him. She loved him because he was the only one.
He was nice to her.
Exactly.
Yeah, and who actually talked to her. So yeah.
I mean, I'll be honest, right? If someone, right, whether it's a male or female, does not like, albeit it's a bit weird, but like he clearly has shown that he does no interest in her, right? And he has only seen her as a friend. But despite the multiple number of like clear indicators, messages, symbols, you know, she still doesn't give up. That's the part that like, it's after a certain point where you're like, okay, you should probably give up. Yeah, after a certain like amount of times, you know. But like she clearly didn't give in, which I mean, okay, I'll give it to her. She's got spunk, but other than that, you know, like.
And the only reason she gave in was because of Izumi.
Yeah.
But which, by the way, right? Before we get into the side characters, right? In my opinion, he's my favorite side character. This man kicks ass. I would stand Izumi.
This man keeps it real.
This man does keep it real. All right, so right, okay. Before we talk about the side characters, right? Since we clearly just talked about the. Wait, does no one? Wait, so none of you chose Yuki as your first?
Yuki in the beginning.
No, I wasn't very.
The first couple chapters, she didn't seem bad. Like the first 15, 20, she seemed like she was gonna be main. It seemed like one of those mangas that like, where loving someone else and them helping you turns into a love for them.
Right. Okay. So we were gonna get an isekoi basically.
An isekoi, exactly. Yeah. In the beginning, I'm like, okay, Yuhi doesn't seem that bad, but as he went on, my opinion kind of changed.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
as for, wait, are we gonna go into side characters now?
Yeah. I want to talk about side characters. Do you guys want to talk about side characters? I want to talk about side characters.
Yeah,
okay.
So side characters are very important in this one.
Yeah. My favorite side character would have to be Eri. One of his friends, female friends.
Yes, blonde. Eri, yes, the blonde female. The tomboy, yeah, basically.
Because she is quite funny.
I like her. I like her as a character, right? But
yeah,
she doesn't top Izumi in my opinion.
Honestly, but her entrance was kind of
Her entrance the author seemed like she wrote her as like a genuine like main girl that could have competed. Right, yeah. But then just wrote her off. And just said,
okay, she's gonna love this other person, and that's
Well, actually, no. Oh, actually, no. Now that you think about it, the author did clearly write that she had interest in like that one boy that was like in the other class that wasn't the friend of.
I think in their friend group, I think.
Yeah, her whole story is like like, oh, I want to impress this dude. So she just keeps on like changing, but
I feel like that did a lot of foreshadowing what happened to good ending.
And I'm gonna say this throughout the manga, Eri has helped the MC a lot because they've helped each other when they've been turned down or when they're in a very difficult place.
Right, Eri has been like one of those side characters that does like keep the plot moving, keeps the plot forward, like continues to like push all the main characters really, whether it's Yuki, the MC, right, Utumi, basically, and I really like side characters to do that, right? That they're not just stagnant, they're not just there for like, oh, I'm a funny guy.
Yeah, they're not Cyberpunk 2077.
They're not just NPCs that just like give quests when time comes, right? They actually are there to like push forward plot, push forward, an environment,
I mean,
which is why Izumi is my favorite, because this man is out here. He keeps things real, right? And clearly
he sees what's going to happen. From the beginning, he knew exactly what was going to happen.
Because again, out of the friend group, he's the one that has the most experience, right?
Yeah.
So he clearly he knows what's going to happen, and he's the biggest foreshadower. Like, I feel like the author honestly just wrote him into the plot just to be a giant foreshadowing device. That also kicks ass, and is super fucking cool.
And he does kick ass. I'm not gonna say too much, audience. But in the later stages of the story, he does beat someone up, I guess, if you say that. He saves someone.
I mean, it's not ruining the story. The man is just super cool. Yeah, he's super cool.
He's a very cool guy.
Like, he keeps it
he's a Chad. He's actually a Chad.
Okay, your most hated side character. Go on.
It's gonna be difficult.
Hated side character.
Yeah, any side character you just did not like, and like it would honestly be just better if he like was not part of the story.
It's gonna be difficult.
It could be anyone.
I don't remember a lot of the side characters, so right now I'm looking through my anime list character list. So
this is one of those mangas that most of the supporting characters had a big role.
I'm gonna actually give my own. Okay, so since I'm gonna buy you guys some time, basically, honestly, out of all I did not like the main character's mother, Utsumi's mom. Right? Yeah, it's not really okay. Albeit, it might just be like a cheap laugh or something, like, oh yeah, it's like his mother's being strict, haha, Asian parents, lamau.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, I don't think any mom would like ever do a lot of things that like his mom did to him.
Like, she kept.
Can you remind me what she does?
Yeah, exactly. Like she kept knocking him down a peg just to like
when he was at home depressed, not being able to
do shit. She just shrugged it off. She didn't care much about her own son. Albeit like okay, I'm pretty sure like a real mom probably also wouldn't poke much because she knows you're not feeling up to it. But like still, it feels off to me that like a mother would like just not
do that.
give a shit entirely. Like she didn't show any like consideration towards
And she
her
through
own
the
mind.
stick through the entire end of the story.
Yeah, basically.
Like she did not.
Yeah.
She was pretty
Sh-
stagnant.
She didn't change much, right? Like
He was only there for like a couple panels, and then that
yeah,
was it,
exactly.
you know,
It
like-
wasn't my favorite. You guys have any other side characters you guys want to talk about?
Like Jazzy said earlier about most of the supporting characters being like playing a major role, or someone said
Honestly,
that. But yeah,
Like one of the persons I hate, but I feel like was critical to the story, was Yuki's ex.
yeah, I was gonna touch on the exes of both
Okay.
Shu and Yuki. At first,
Because I feel like
I didn't really like them, especially Shu's ex, the blonde hair one. Yeah, I didn't like her ex because he basically cheats on her. And of course, hurting her, basically.
Yeah,
even
it
further.
showed the point without.
Okay.
Right,
Yuki's
Right,
ex
but like again, keep in mind, right? Like I feel like in a lot of romance stories, right, exes are written into the story to have an antagonist, really, to have
Yeah.
someone that you root
like
against, basically.
a
Yeah, it's like a villain. You
Yeah,
root
exactly,
against the exes
exactly.
because as the main, like in every romance, right? As you open up to as a character, or like the one of the main girls will open up to the main character, right? They would
open the
obviously-
past.
Yeah, they
and-
would. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They reveal more about themselves and like what hurt them and XYZ and all that kind of shit. And so clearly they're written in as an antagonist. They're written in so that we root against them. It's right.
I feel like that's more true with Yuki's dad.
Oh yeah,
Yuki's-
Yuki's dad.
Okay, it's just
But-
funny in my opinion. It's just like very very strict father, haha. Do not want to give up daughter. Very very dear to him. Yes, yes.
No, not even that. Cares about his.
Fuck the son.
Fuck the son. Cares about his.
Bong.
Like, hey, yo,
Yeah.
hey, yo, she may have got raped, but my image is more important. Like, what the?
Basically, I can understand that, but it was, yeah. Again, it was more of like a plot device in my opinion, and it was written. Okay, the Yuki's dad was written more properly.
Yeah.
The Axis, however, was again another plot device that was just written in simply because we needed like an antagonist. We needed someone that we, you know,
To change the story
disliked.
up a bit, like a plot
Yeah,
twist,
exactly.
pretty much.
Right? There was a reason why show was so like the love was so one-sided, and now we see why. Oh, but this is why we don't like the fucking dude, because and this is what makes the protagonist's love so one-sided, basically.
Well,
Yeah.
one thing that.
But yeah, that's. Sorry, go ahead.
The one thing I saw about Good Ending was that they really didn't go through with some of these side stories, like the other in a later piece of work, like Domestic no Kanjo.
Okay. I don't know what you mean by that, right?
Because-
Can you?
Because
Do you mean like the coworker, like that side story?
No, I'm talking
with
about how his career aspirations push the story forward.
That okay, I agree. Okay, that is a small thing that actually was never, because we get to a point, right, where like he clearly has no idea what he wants to do with his life. Probably like a lot of other people in the world, and then they just again, and in multiple mangas, whether it's slice of life or romance or shit like that, there's always like a drive that like keeps the MC either distracted from a current heartbreak or a drive that currently wants to keep the love going. This one, he didn't really develop one, other than like maybe just like it was picked up and then it was just dropped instantly.
It was picked up to like further stir the plot later on. It wasn't picked up that the MC could grow as a person.
Right, yeah, he didn't grow much. It was because everything that happened with it was just completely pure off chance.
And everything that happened to him like was not good luck.
Exactly.
yeah, it was not.
Right.
Because like even in her other work, like Domestic no Kanjo, his novel
Going back to your side story shit, right? Before we move on to what you want to talk about, I get okay. What are your thoughts on like side character pairings?
side character pairings, honestly.
Yeah, were you happy that like the author didn't just go like, oh whatever, blah blah blah,
One of the ones I've got to give root to is Tetsuya, the baseball player.
Oh yeah, him
What-
and Eri.
Wasn't his name Kuno?
Or his last name, yeah, Kuno.
Yeah. Kuno and Eri. Yeah, I'm not gonna
Honestly,
lie.
that was very strong because like
You really
That
wanted
was-
to cheer for them.
Yeah.
throughout the entire novel, the author kept them going as a good side piece, like to keep your morale up throughout the story.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing, right? They're a realistic high school like crush,
yeah,
combo.
they were realistic. Like
right?
you
Yeah.
saw development happen, why it happened, and they got
right?
together.
Yeah, and it would slowly like grow and grow, and then it would blossom basically, like a realistic. Well, okay, I can't say realistic because I've never experienced
Yo,
love in my
see?
life.
Alright, Matthew,
but
you're the only one here with experience. You wanna say yes or no to this?
but I mean, it makes sense, right?
It does make sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I mean, I have, I guess, been rejected many times, and so it really does. I guess it's relatable.
Yeah,
A lot, especially like you guys said, Eri and I forgot his name,
Kuno.
the baseball dude. Yeah. You know, it does take. It's not
instantaneous. It's not like, yo, I like you.
it
You should
takes-
like go
it
out
takes
with me.
time.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I think in the beginning of the story, Eri does confess to him, and then he was like, no, not right now.
Well, I mean, he was too blunt, in my opinion,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then as it goes, it clearly shows that like, oh, it happened, shit like that. What do you think
But-
about? Well, actually, I shouldn't talk about this one, but like, yeah, okay. I was gonna talk about the one with Izumi, but I feel like we shouldn't talk about that one.
Who?
The dude, the blonde dude that kicks ass.
Oh, him and
Yeah, and that
What?
one girl. Yeah,
Honestly,
exactly.
Who
I don't want
knows?
to talk about it. It's because it's really towards the end.
Well, honestly,
Yeah.
it makes sense. That's all I'm gonna say.
It did make sense.
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
How the author wrote that relationship, it made 100% correlation, in my opinion.
yeah,
Like
because
how-
that girl resembles as I think his cousin was.
But that's
Diseased
not the reason.
Yeah. Let's just calm down, right? Well, if people want to read it, they can read it. It's
Oh
fine.
yeah, that's true.
But that's not one of the
That
main
is-
reasons. That's
Yeah, exactly.
it has other reasons for why it
Exactly.
happened. And it makes
Alright,
and
so-
the current relationship in the future when it ends makes sense.
Yes.
Right. Okay, so plot, right? Plot is very important to any
Okay.
story, right?
Yes.
Your thoughts on the fucking plot? And I say fucking plot because I had to write it like that in my
Yeah.
notes.
Yeah.
Right.
Honestly, it's a fucking shit. It's a shit show.
Was it good?
Yeah.
Was it bad? I want to know. I want to
It's
know.
one of those plots that you know is bad, but you can't stop reading.
Right.
Yeah, it's a very long roller coaster.
It's a roller.
Of
It's a roller
emotion.
coaster.
It's a journey. It's a journey, of course.
It is
Is it good? Is it bad? Truthfully,
it was pretty bad,
it's
but like Jazzy said, it just keeps you.
okay.
just
I don't
keeps you
want to
reading.
trash on the author's work because clearly it got published somehow, unless she solo published it. I don't know.
I don't.
But like, yeah, clearly got published somehow. So it had to have been good to like the people that were like, yeah, no, this is shit. This is what we wanted.
This is it.
Right. So clearly, let's talk. Okay. Let's talk about why it was bad, quote unquote. Okay, I don't want to say bad.
It's not bad.
It was upsetting.
It's
It was upsetting.
That's why people don't like it because it upsets
um,
the reader.
Yeah.
It's upsetting. It's not a happy. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, it's called good ending, and of course,
I mean,
most romance stories will have a good ending and a happy ending.
But that's his
but-
other style.
Yeah,
That's
it's
how it's
a
Yeah, of
exactly.
course.
It's a very upsetting like ride. You
Like
are
as shown in,
anxious when you read this.
Like if you
Yeah, like
if
it's
you
shown
write
in-
another work, you can clearly
Yeah, like
see
domestic
that this is what she
no
likes.
kanjo.
Yeah.
Yeah. And okay, I feel like people don't know what we're talking about, but the author we're talking about, right? The author that wrote Good Ending is the author that wrote Domestic Kanjo, which
Or
is
Domestic Girlfriend.
Yeah, Domestic Girlfriend for all those fucking English people. And so
it's
basically,
very,
yeah.
it's an interesting-
But I'm pretty sure. No. If people somehow manage to click on this, right, then people have clicked
Like,
on
you
either like,
obviously know what domestic no kanjo is.
a Giguk video on him ranting about fucking domestic no kanajo, or like the anime literally domestic no kanajo, right? It's the plot the story makes you upset, right? As you read, it makes you upset. It makes you anxious. It makes you want to know what happens next. And I feel like that's actually super smart of her.
that
right.
is very smart.
Right.
It's that style
Plot
that was
planning.
probably different when it came out. Like
Absolutely. No. And I feel like it's still different to this day.
yeah, because
Man, I was
Right.
listening.
Not
I was
many
listening to
people
this
write stuff like
depressing
this.
music while reading this. I was.
Yeah, when you read this, you have to sit down and like read it. You
Yeah.
can't You can't put it on the back burner and like have it like side scroll as you like, I don't know, play a game of League or some shit. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. The world building is good. I'll be honest.
Yeah,
she built the world perfectly. We know exactly like what place is significant to them. Like, oh, like this is X's room, or this is like the rooftop at the school. They have significant places that we know, and that like it holds meaning to them.
Yeah, or where like this is where they went as children, like.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
So forth like that.
And the thing about the story is that you can clearly see where the ending is going. It's the middle that gets you.
Oh yeah, no.
Of course.
Yeah, okay, I agree. It is one of those stories that like, oh, you clearly know what the ending is, so.
There's no like, oh, who will the MC end up with? You clearly know.
You know exactly what's gonna happen.
But you
from like
how it happened.
Exactly.
That's how she basically.
Which is but that kind of style writing is normal, right? It's been practiced multiple times, where you clearly know the outcome of the story. Now the journey. Right? They bring you on a journey. They bring you through all this kind of shit. I'll be honest, my heart do be beating when I read this sometimes.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like,
not because I'm like fucking running on the treadmill while running this. I'm reading this. No,
you're not running a 50K while reading?
No, I'm not running a 50K while reading. Okay, I'm sorry. I guess I'm just not cool enough. But like, you get what I mean, right? It makes you. It gives you that like fast BPM. You're like, oh shit, what's gonna happen next? Right.
Plus the climax scenes actually get you like actually.
Yeah, there are genuine points in the manga, right, that would make me feel like hurt, like makes me heartbroken.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Like when I guess the MC gets.
They're not even rejecting you. The women aren't even rejecting you, and yet you feel bad for my homie, right? Who's gone through trials and tribulation just to like get words out of his fucking mouth.
The man is honestly trying his best. Like you can't.
You can't blame him. He's a bit dumb. He's a bit stupid, but you
can't
genuinely puts effort.
Yeah.
Exactly. And another reason. Okay, well, I mean, I guess there is a reason why you would hate him, but like he's super relatable to like certain people. Right?
Yeah.
Such as me. I'm a fucking. I'm a loser. Right? He's super relatable. He's a guy who probably like we've all probably had this before, but we've all probably had like one-sided loves that aren't reciprocal.
Oh yeah.
You know, yeah. And then, and we just don't know how to get words out of our mouth. And this guy, right? While he does grow better as a person, right? It's still super relatable.
It's a story about exploring how to get that one-side love across.
Yeah, exactly. How to get your emotions out, how to get your feelings out.
How to deal with rejection, exactly.
Exactly. It's right. Although I'll be honest, right, sometimes the plot kind of just stops for no reason. It just pauses.
Sometimes it says, all right, let's detour for a bit.
Yeah.
Let's go the opposite direction. Let's
You know, two steps forward, about 10 flights of steps down backwards, and you wonder how the hell you got right back to zero, and you're like, wow, you are an idiot.
Any slice of life, but in a different way.
I guess.
Like every slice of life is like one step forward, and then you topple off a flight of stairs, you trip, fall, you fucking die.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I really did feel bad when he got dumped.
Yeah.
Not gonna say who, but.
Okay, and another thing I want to talk about, right? Another good thing about the story, right, is that the pacing is actually really good.
Yeah, the pacing is not
too fast,
rush. It's not too slow.
Right.
Yeah, the author doesn't rush through.
A lot of harems. I don't know if they do this now, but like I do remember that a lot of harems they just like introduce all the main girls that will be fighting. All right, now pick one in waifu war, basically.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Definitely. Periodically, so it keeps you interested.
Yeah, because it's realistic. It makes sense, right? You don't just fucking go to high school one day and then fucking 50 girls all of a sudden want your peen, right? In a realistic world, yeah, exactly. In a realistic world, you develop connections, relationships, friendships, and all that kind of shit slowly.
One person grows into one. How you met Yuki.
Yeah.
That grew into a friendship between a lot of other people.
Right. He liked show, so then he met Yuki right? And then by Yuki he met Eri, right? And then he already had his friends Kuno and Izumi, right? And then it's like a big web. It just unravels from there. Exactly.
It pushed him towards a part-time job.
It all makes sense. It all makes sense, right? And again, another good thing about multiple stories is that a good story will have more than one plot going, right? You have the A plot, the B plot, and then maybe sometimes a C plot. Side stories always will keep a reader more intense, because I'm a reader more enticed because they're not there for just like the main plot now. Now they have more stories that they want to like keep up with.
And this one,
you know?
it really keeps you enticed. Like a lot of mangas I read, the side stories, I kind of glance over them. Like this is not that.
It's like
let me skip it. Like I really don't care. Why is the author trying to shove this down my mouth?
Yeah, but
and then they just like end. Like
right.
some of the side stories just end, and then you don't know what happens to them, and you just continue with.
Right, but the thing about the side plots is that that what this author does, well at least a good author does, is that she actually incorporates the side stories to push forward the main story. Really.
Exactly. It's not just like a random side quest in an RPG. You're trying to fight the main boss, and then
there's continuity. It all strings back together, and that's what I like about this. This author is, albeit I trash her for like a lot of things about her plot, but it's and then story, but it's honestly not bad, and it's a pretty decent read.
She's honestly one of the main authors that I know who writes stuff, and I like genuinely enjoy what she writes.
Yeah, Konosuba, woo! What can I say? I'm a man who has read all of the light novels, and I'm sad that it's come to an end. Yeah. But yeah, but that's a story for another day. But yeah,
she's one of those, like she's actually the first manga author that I've known and want to research her work.
Right. Okay. So can I get a check on the time, Jazdeep, just to make sure?
It is currently 9:46.
That's not what I meant. How long have we been going?
Oh.
Right, because if we are running out of time, right? Because clearly I'm grasping at straws here, right? So
honestly, I think it's time. I think we can get into the main plot.
I think we've sold it enough.
We've been at it for like 30 minutes.
Right. Okay. Well, okay. Past this point, it's more or less nothing but spoilers. All right. So what do you guys want to first talk about? Right. Go on.
Ending, man.
The ending. You're right. The ending. Okay. I didn't think of that. Okay. Your thoughts on the ending.
Most of the pairs I understand, but the one that I don't understand the most is Sho and her ex.
Oh yeah, why they got back together? I don't understand.
It makes sense in my mind, but it's still like.
Right. Because again, it's you're seeing her ex as an antagonist, really, right? You don't like him for what he's done. I don't like how the author tried to like, oh fuck, I realized I've written him too much of an asshole. My readers hate him way too much. Yeah, how do I write back pity points? And she just tries to write like a car accident.
It's like a last 3-4 chapter swing. She's like, okay, I need endings for this book. Sho, that's the only.
Sho needs someone. Yeah. Sho needs someone. Again, and I don't mind this. A decent romance story can also end where one of them just doesn't end up with someone.
Oh yeah.
Right.
But like most of the.
Or like someone who isn't a character that we know. Yeah, exactly.
End up with someone.
Yeah, right.
Is, I guess good.
Which it seems forced in my opinion, right? Albeit me really liking Sho as a character and she is my favorite girl. I don't like what they've done to her. It makes sense, right? How she wanted to rewrite him back in to
be the
circle.
A lot of the things I
right. But I don't like how she tried to like force pity points out of us. Like, this man's fucking injured as shit. This man's like broken 2 ribs, a femur. He needs ligaments.
Look at this dude.
Yeah.
Happened
on a car crash.
Yeah, like ooh, feel bad now. And then I'm like, I don't feel bad.
Honestly, one of the moments that hit so hard was.
I'm fine with this.
On the Flutter Show, one of the moments that hit the hardest was when Utsumi went to go to Sho's house to break up. The second.
Oh man,
that was
very. In, she knew exactly.
I was reading that. I was reading that at night, right? And I remember I promised I remember I told you, okay, I'll finish reading this manga. I'll do it. And so when I got to that point, I legit had to stop. I couldn't read past that point.
This manga's at like. You can't continuously reading.
You can't binge this. You have to sit down and digest it.
Yeah, that's what's good about it. Like most mangas,
it's a process,
and you forget. This one, you have to digest. You have to like, what the fuck did I just?
Are you saying that I'm not allowed to just sit down and watch K-On! For 3 days straight and call it a day? Yeah, fuck it. I'll do what I want.
I need to like.
This man's been watching it for 3 months and still not done yet. I don't know how.
Yeah, I'm still on season 2, like halfway.
Right.
Because I've been watching all the harem animes.
You fucking DJ.
Fuck off. Okay. Well, anyways. Okay. Right. So the ending. I'm more or less fine with it. Right. What about you guys? Are you guys fine with the end?
I'm fine with it.
I'm fine with it.
It's
You know,
a
they have a
decent
child
ending.
with, you know,
Yeah.
they have a child.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
it's fine.
You don't read this for the ending. You read it for the development in the middle.
Oh yeah, no,
yeah,
absolutely.
definitely.
But I mean, like, it's most actually not even most romance stories like don't do what our author did, and that's
Oh yeah.
actually give like a
An
a
after-
future, a future story.
Because
Like,
a lot
oh
of- 'cause,
yeah,
like a lot of people try to a lot of authors think let's leave an open end to it so we can milk it later on.
yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Which
yeah,
I don't like. She put a right. Our author put a cap on it, and she was happy with what she produced, and decided, okay, next work, which is I'm glad for, right? Shit like fucking was it Nisekoi? That shit didn't have a fucking
Oh, yeah.
10 years after. That shit fucking made me want to punch
Yeah.
everyone's fucking face out because Onadeira's best girl. Fuck you guys.
And then authors like, you know what? Let's produce more OVAs that are canon. What?
I'm so genuine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Just
I don't like that.
Origari.
Right? Oh, you guys, I haven't watched Origairu, right? We have a friend that loves Origairu to the absolute limit.
And he's fucking pissed.
And yeah,
And
he's so
upset.
he is so upset that the author decided, okay, well, right, what if we just made OVAs where every girl gets a chance, and then he is just not having it. He's like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
You're trying to please everyone, but at the same time, you piss everyone off, saying,
Right.
what's the point of me investing this much time and this much emotions if we get an ending that pleases everyone?
Right, it doesn't make sense, right? You rooted for the girl that you think either you like the most or deserve to be with him the most, or I don't know, fucking had the biggest stage or some shit. I don't fucking know. But like, if you put that much emotion and like passion into like backing up the author's work, and then they just dump that garbage on you, I wouldn't feel good. I'd be like, man, fuck you.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
it's like imagine if Quintessential had like
5 OVAs that are
OVAs
canon.
that are canon. Saying, all right, guys, pick your ending.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
choose
I
your own
mean-
adventure.
Choose your own adventure.
I mean, there was one series, or I should say manga, that did do like separate paths on like, because it was a harem. I think it was We Never Learn.
But that,
We never. Oh, I haven't read that one either.
Yeah, but pretty much what the author did was he created 5 or multiple other paths of, because it's a harem series, I guess. So he basically created different paths for them, or endings, and that's actually the first time I've ever seen that, and I was pretty, I'd say, taken back. But it was pretty good.
It was unexpected.
I wish-
it
I
was
wish more-
unexpected, right?
Yeah, I wish more harem, especially mangas, did that, like different endings too.
but no, but that defeats the impact
sorry.
the manga has in the ending.
That's true.
Right, exactly.
Because like, what's the point of investing that much
It's-
time if you know at the end
It's-
I get the ending I
it's-
like and the ending I hate?
Right, it's exactly like the community's reaction to fucking J.K. Rowling going like, "Hey guys, fucking Hermione's gay now," and you're all like,
Yeah.
"No, she's not."
It's like
Wait,
you
Hermione's
can't just,
gay.
you just can't change your entire story to please like
Everyone.
everyone.
Exactly.
It doesn't work.
You
like that.
can't, right? And I'm glad our author did that. She realized she can't please everyone,
She
Yeah.
realized that people will
Right.
be pissed off, but
right? Regardless, some people will like Show more, some people will like Yuki more,
Yeah.
and for some unknown reason, some people will like McDonald's lady more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It's
don't-
just like
I don't like her. Fuck her. She's a cunt.
this man's been watching too many harems and the nut juice has been
You
getting
can't
crazy.
just choose. You can't just choose the biggest titty girl out there and just be like,
I
yeah,
didn't.
I like that one.
Okay, what's your other reason? She's crazy. And he mutes himself. This
He
coward.
mutes himself.
Okay,
Coward.
coward.
Run back. Come back
you
here.
coward.
Alright, okay, so anyway, right, what else? Right, what do you guys want to talk about?
Honestly,
Now, more.
I'm gonna say the ending is basically almost the same as Domestic. Of course, because it's the same author, but
Hey, yo, I haven't
It's very
finished
similar.
Domestic. Don't fuck me.
I'm not gonna
ass over
spoil
me.
it. I'm not gonna
Alright,
spoil
okay.
it.
Hey,
Honestly,
yo,
but it's-
Rui's best girl.
Honestly, honestly,
Shit.
honestly, one thing that pissed me off about this is that all the rape allegations, they were just brushed aside. That's actually just fucked.
Hey yo, excuse me, what the fuck did I just listen to?
Wait, what rape gallery?
What?
The rapes in the that Yuki had to occur. They were like the father pushed her to suicide.
Oh,
Yeah.
It was
Like
all,
the
right.
It was all
Right.
right.
I felt bad for the ex afterwards, man.
Right, they were just like, oh, whatever, it's fine, blah blah blah. And you're just like, what?
Yeah.
Because like it's like neither side got to apologize, and neither side knew this truth.
Bro, I guarantee you, a real dad would just be like, hey yo, who the fuck raped you? All right, tell me right now, where does he live? And then we'll proceed to pull out like a fucking like a fucking like an entire John Wick arsenal just to kill this one dude that like touched like his daughter basically.
I'd do that.
In anime at least, you know. Let's be real.
Even in normal, like, how?
Oh,
If
yeah.
a child gets raped? There's no way you're just gonna sit there.
Yeah, you're not just gonna sit there and be like, this will dishonor my family if I bring it up. Like my dick, man, your daughter just got touched.
Like you didn't bring up with the police, and later on it caused more issues.
It really did, in my opinion. I didn't like
And
that.
it
But like,
traumatized her.
yeah.
It traumatized her and causing her more issues in the story.
See, what have we learned? Avoid crazy people is what we've
Avoid
learned
crazy
from this.
people.
Avoid crazy people. Yuki's
Avoid
ex is
one-sided
crazy.
loves.
Avoid. Well, no, you can. Remember, you always got. You always gotta see. Notice how. Notice how the ones that started off as friends, blossom better. So never say that getting friend zoned is bad.
I got friend zoned. I hated it.
I got friend zoned. It's not that bad. Still talk to her. She's pretty cool.
By who?
Hey,
You mean
You
Hey,
need to tell me afterwards. You need to
Listen,
tell me
what-
afterwards.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later, but it's fine.
Okay though.
I'll tell you mine.
Wow, I wonder who. Jesus.
But she doesn't go. She didn't go to our school. So.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't know her. She went to another school.
Yeah, she went to another.
Yeah, I heard
It's true though. She went to another school.
I've heard this one before.
I've heard this one before. Yeah, you wouldn't know him. He goes to another school.
I will show you a picture. I will show you a picture. Like,
Yeah. You wouldn't know my dad. He goes to another school.
He goes to another.
What can we? What else can we talk about? Fuck. I'm grasping
I
the
don't know.
straws here, my guys.
How long is it's gonna supposed to be?
Yeah, how long did you plan for this thing to be?
Honestly, we're almost at that limit. So, but one of the other things I want to talk about.
Right, one more quick thing. Okay.
Yagi actually played a bigger role than I was expecting.
Who?
Who?
Remember the one who acted like her senpai, but who was clearly younger than her, than him?
Oh, the Yuki's ex's brother, sister.
Oh, okay. The child.
Yeah.
That
confused me at first. I was like, is that Yuki?
The child that was very kickable. Got it.
Yeah,
Observed.
Yeah.
the child that you want to
Yes.
just punch in the face. Yes.
Mhm.
Hey, please don't Twitter cancel me. That was a joke.
I can't believe we're about to get. Well, I can't believe we're all about to get canceled.
It's
that was-
fine.
Man, it's fine.
Well,
I got
okay,
to my
what do you
kids
wanna
once
talk
they can't
about?
cancel me.
With regarding her, I guess.
Yeah, go on. Oh no! I mean, you already said it, right? She played a really important role
Like,
in the story.
Oh,
At least near the end, she played a super
Yeah,
important role
I
in
wasn't
it.
expecting like that small.
Were
character to have
you expecting the plot twist? Where like, oh yo, I know him. Yo, he's my brother. And I'm like, what?
I was like, huh?
Like when she met Yuki's eyes lit up. Like, what the fuck?
Bro,
That's
imagine
from
that,
flashbacks.
bro. That's a plot twist.
Yeah, that was a big plot.
Like when I
was
make
like-
fun of plot twist, I'm like, yeah, it's just a plot twist.
I was staring at that panel or those panels for like 10 minutes. I was like processing everything.
Because like it's a bit.
Because it was big. It was a shocker. You know, this girl that you that you probably knew for like a decent quarter of the story. All of a sudden,
It's like,
Just-
oh hey,
she just plus forward you in Uno. Basically, that's what she did. She plus forward you in Uno, and you're like, what?
What?
I'm a sister. Yeah, pretty much.
And then
Imagine.
everyone's reaction is like, wait, what?
Bro, no one. If some people manage to actually come back here after reading this, and then listen to this and they agree, right? I don't know. Write in the comment or something. I want that algorithm to pop up. Come on, bitch.
Yeah, come
Yo,
on.
write in the comment section, yeah.
Honestly,
And if you're watching here past the point where we said, oh no, there's spoilers here.
no, still go read it and come back.
Fuck you. Go read it and then come back again. Give us those views.
So at this point, you're pretty much interested in the plot.
and then
it's not
this-
long
Yeah, exactly.
Casually reading will take you 3 days.
they're probably good thinking like, the middle part's not that important. Like, bitch, the middle part's the reason why we read this thing.
Yeah.
Go read
Honestly,
it.
And if this video gets over
no, no,
say
Mr. President. One last.
100 views,
Honestly,
over 100 views,
Joel's mother.
I will
Best
post.
comedic character.
Bro, Jazzy's about to get a fucking click-through rate of like 20% with like fucking average view duration of like 20 seconds.
Honestly, not gonna lie, Joel's mother best comedic character.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Show's mother.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Jeez.
No, I love Show's family. See,
Yeah,
Show's
family
family.
gives you a good laugh.
Show's
That's what I was
family.
rooting for as well. You know.
Show's
that-
family also no. Honestly, Show's family warmed your heart.
It shows
When
it
you-
shows
whenever
where
they show
their
them.
personality came from. Like,
Right? Yeah.
This is one
And-
of the
and-
stories where you can see how
and-
their parents had a big impact on their personalities.
Right. And it also makes you say, yeah, Show's the one for to
Him.
me. Yeah.
And then also so that like Yuki, she's up stick and think because of her father.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything
like,
makes
you know.
sense.
It makes you right. I don't know. I just felt more attracted towards Show because like
Yeah.
because everything that was happening with Becca just made you want to cheer for her, made you want to comfort her as like if she was a real person.
Exactly. She
Right.
genuinely
She's a sweet girl.
loved
She's a
her.
sweet girl.
Right. She's a very
And I-
innocent person, and I don't mind innocent characters because they have their like
It changes the
positives.
story,
Exactly.
and
Right.
I felt really bad. But-
Right, yeah, exactly. One of my favorites was the brother, right? One of my favorite scenes was Show's
Oh,
family
yeah.
was
Oh,
the
yeah,
brother.
when they were playing
When-
games.
Yeah, when they're playing games, right? It was either Othello, right, which is basically reversey, or Go. But basically, but the conversation went as following, where like the big brother, or like the younger brother, basically didn't like having Show as the older sibling,
Oh, yeah.
and with the really heartwarming like what he said was really heartwarming was like if you marry Show, right, I'm going to call you big brother,
And I don't
which
mind that.
which I don't mind, and that really warmed up my heart, right, because clearly Show's family was accepting of Utsumi, of our main
and
protagonist.
the best part was that her mother knew exactly what was going on the entire time, and she still supported them.
Oh,
Exactly.
She
Like, it felt like,
she knew exactly what was going to happen, but she knew that she shouldn't say anything to her.
Yeah,
She
but
should
also
enjoy
felt
the
like
moment.
the MC he fit in so well with that family.
Yeah, he fit
Oh,
in so
yeah.
well.
Like,
Compared to the other family, where he had to sneak around, hide.
Yeah, exactly.
Break in.
Break in,
Break in.
commit
Get the
felonies.
cops called
You
on.
know, 9/11 Electric Boogaloo.
it reminds me so much of Chunibyo, or
Oh, that ending during
Yeah.
Chumbio.
Yeah,
it was
season
kind
one.
of funny.
That
It was
was-
kind of funny.
it was funny.
It was
But
funny.
yeah.
But the difference between Chumbio and Good Ending is that one of them is clearly drama, right? And it's more
Mhm.
it's more, I guess, heavier, right? In the sense of the theme and plot.
But
Whereas
this
Chumbio it's a good laugh. It's a lighthearted laugh. You're just there for the ride.
But show you, it really built up the anticipation where, like, at moments you got digested because they built up to a moment where you're like, damn, did this really just happen?
Yeah, I guess. Okay, yeah. Back on the. I guess. Yeah. Back on the whole like theme and plot. I guess I want to talk about this real quick. Is that right? This. I guess to describe the journey that we had while reading this, at least for me, right, is that Chumbio was like a lighthearted laugh. It was a quick ride. You would cruise down like the fucking lazy pool, I guess.
Like, you relax,
Right?
no emotion.
Yeah, exactly. But here it was a fucking hike.
It was a hike.
Yeah, it was a roller
was a
highs,
hike.
lows, everything.
It was
Right? Yeah, exactly.
like hiking Mount Fuji
Yeah, exactly.
or Mount Kilimanjaro, whatever. It was really
yeah,
long.
but there's a Kilimanjaro, and then
What
you go down
the
and you go back
fuck?
up. It doesn't build up.
What the fuck? I don't know. I don't think that's what I meant. I just meant it was just a trek basically.
No,
But okay.
No, it's just a roller coaster. It's like you going up and then going back down. It's like you just climbing stairs.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of romance, a lot of popular romance stories nowadays. So like I don't know, what was that? The fucking quintuplets, right? It was a very lighthearted, like it was very comedy. It was very lighthearted.
Even
What
about
about other ones? Yeah, what about We Never Learn shit like that? Like other popular ones. Nisekoi. Nisekoi wasn't much of a hype.
Nisekoi.
It was a walk in the park, kind of, right?
It was.
Alright, fuck this. Untilted. Get on Apex now. Let's go.
God fucking damn it, William. We're recording.
We're recording.
We're recording. Get the
Oh
fuck
my
out of here.
god! Out of
Get the
here,
fuck-
Matt.
Holy shit.
Anyways,
Alright, let's continue.
let's
Holy
just
shit.
continue with
We're
this.
almost at the end, holy shit.
We're almost at the end, so
But honestly,
Shut
with
the-
for Hiram's, this like it's so uniquely done even compared to new stuff that's done nowadays.
mhm.
Like I've never seen any other anime or manga. I haven't read much manga that had endings like this.
Right,
That were
yeah.
Hiram related, because most Hiram related are, haha, who's best girl pick?
Right, yeah, exactly. I 100% agree. It's all just waifu wars. It's all just a popular.
Yeah.
It's basically a popularity contest for like a lot of like modern ones. It's just like, oh, yo, this one is your favorite, and then you just pit one fan group against another fan
Because
group.
then because a lot of those mangas you can merchandise off of. You could.
Yeah, exactly.
And this
It's
was-
popular.
And this was one of the ones that she knew that.
This is very under the cover. No one really. I don't see many people talk about this.
Like it's.
I-
yeah, definitely not.
I didn't even know about this until you told me. You're like,
Yeah,
"Okay,
until you
you're
told me,
Yeah,
like,
you're
read
reading. You're reading this.
Yeah, you're reading
See ya
it.
later.
Because I read a couple
Right.
chapters, I'm like, I haven't read anything like this. Like Domestic no Kanjo came close, but like
Yeah.
this was
It's
something else.
right. Do I recommend it? Absolutely. It's a wonderful read. I recommend
It is,
everyone to
yeah,
go fucking
definitely.
read it, even if you stayed past the spoilers.
Even if like
Because
it's sad,
The emotional
the-
ride still hits you,
yeah,
even if you know. what's gonna
yeah,
happen.
exactly. The effects will still hit you regardless if you know everything.
Because it's one of those stories you know what's gonna happen, but it still hits.
All right. So yeah, to quickly wrap it up. Honestly, you want to rate it real quick? Give me a quick rating. You know, just to wrap this all up. Right, let's wrap it up. Yeah, a rating out of 10. Go on.
I'd give it
For-
7 out of 10.
Okay.
I'd say.
For like story content, 7 or 8. Like I like it, but for impact, it has to be a 9. Because
Okay.
usually how I rate
Okay.
mangas is I have one how the plot develops, and I have one called impact.
Right.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
like,
you have a
some-
weird. Okay.
Because like some stories, like you may not, it may not be a great story, but sometimes it just impacts you harder than other stories, even if the other
Right.
stories have better plot development. And
Okay.
everything.
I'm honestly.
How
I
about you,
rate.
Ken? Well-
Yeah, I can agree with a 7 rating, but I want to give
7,
it like
yeah.
7.5 ish. You know.
7.5 -ish. That's what the community agrees on too.
Because actually, the community says 6 out of 10 apparently.
But the community is
It's not
so the
MAO.
community is split. It's like one of the ones. Like, where
Right,
It's like,
right.
It's either shit or it's great.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. Okay, yeah.
But it's,
So, yeah,
it's
again-
very underrated. I'll recommend people read it.
So yeah, again, I 100% recommend
I would
go read it. Yeah. My name is Ken. I go check out my channel. I play Osu on Ken's
my
Ken's
name-
Trash Can.
Bag of potatoes or
If-
Matt.
If you want,
Do not check out my channel,
if,
please.
if you want
Do
a billion
not.
uploads a day, at least 10 on the minimum, go check out his channel. He has a great.
I don't post that much anymore.
I
only
post
like,
post
once in a
whenever
while.
the fuck I want, really.
He has. So right now, bag of potatoes.
Actually-
great video
Actually,
on
currently
Friends.
I
Great video
I
on
am
Friends.
working on a video right now.
Fucking god.
It won't be out for a while though.
Your edits take like 2 seconds to make. It's
Someone's
pop-up,
gonna
pop-up,
some
pop-up.
man, right? Somehow this thing get picked up by the YouTube algo like 2 years later, and we're gonna be like, what the fuck? Some guy's gonna listen to you and like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Pop-up,
what's this?
pop-up,
Scrolling through my channel, I was like, what is this content, man?
Internet historians uncovering monkey talks.
Monkey talk. Just a bunch of
Alright.
monkeys.
Anyways,
Yeah. This has been Monkey Talks.
It's,
Oh,
it's,
we
it's
might-
been episode 1. We don't know what
so
episode 2 is.
next week Hormiya.
There's nothing to talk
Manga.
about. No, Mr. President.
No, we'll find out what to talk about next
We gotta
eventually.
find out.
Yeah, eventually.
Yeah, eventually.
I think
don't
honestly,
forget
pretty
to-
good first episode. I think I think we picked a great manga to start off with. Very
Yeah.
strong,
Alright.
impactful.
Yep.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Like and
Yep. Like, subscribe. Yep.
Smash the
Yep.
motherfucking like button.
Yep. Make sure you suckle that
Comment.
the algorithm's balls.
Uh,
You gotta
don't
tickle the
forget
balls.
to,
Make sure you make
Yep,
10
you
Click
gotta-
on that
$10
bell button to get notified on when
yep.
the video's coming out.
Yep. Share this on MySpace.
Share on MySpace.
Don't forget to knock that bell button. Yeah,
And,
out
and if you don't bag of potatoes, won't get his tea.
Oh yeah, I need to go make tea actually.
Exactly, the man won't get his
Oh
tea if
my
you don't
f-
subscribe.
oh
the
my
man will
fucking
run out of
God.
tea. Please, Mister.
Thank you.
Please help
Yep.
me.
All right. Thank you for listening.